na wazazi wao wakiwa wazima.
Teaching deaf learners is no ordinary job. It demands teachers who step in where even families cannot. Many of these children are live in school without knowing a single sign, but these teachers go an extra mile, breaking barriers and giving them a voice often overlooked. Their work stands at the heart of deaf education. Our reporter Wanjiku Wanjiru brings us their story as the world marks the International Day of Sign Languages.
Passion for many of these teachers begins with curiosity, the simple desire to know how the deaf actually communicate. Over time, that curiosity grows into a lifelong calling, one that blends professional training with deep personal commitment. For Alan, a teacher at the Aga Khan Primary Deaf Unit, one of the few men in a female-dominated field, teaching deaf learners is more than a job. It is beating the odds to do what he loves.
I really loved, getting that information towards them and seeing them getting to get the information that we know through sign language. It usually gives me joy.
These teachers go beyond the classroom. They nurture talents, build confidence, and encourage learners to dream big, despite the stigma and isolation many face in a world that often does not understand their language.
Times they feel inadequate, times they feel they are not up to the task, but my role as a teacher, I just don't teach. I have to encourage them, to boost their confidence, to make them feel that they can. Yes, to make them also feel like their disability can't define them.
For veterans like Marianne with more than 2 decades of experience, the biggest struggle remains introducing new students to Kenyan Sign Language, building trust and confidence in these learners who battle not just communication barriers, but emotional, mental, and social ones too.
The deaf learners, they go through a lot because there is no one to communicate with at home until the time they are enrolled in school.
Despite government efforts to support deaf units, challenges persist. Head teacher Mary Kimani warns of a looming crisis as grade 9 learners transition to senior school.
In the absence of senior schools with special needs education units, then the issue of access and inclusivity is lost. If the community could be sensitized to know these are still members of our community and they are no less members.
This year's theme, No Human Rights Without Sign Language Rights, underscores the crucial role of sign language in promoting equality, inclusion, and dignity for persons who are deaf. On this International Day of Sign Languages, we remember teachers who have dedicated their lives to deaf education, a calling often overlooked. Their passion and commitment breaks barriers, open doors of opportunities to countless learners, and ensure they find their place in the society. Wanjiku Wanjiru, KTN, Nairobi.
Now,